What's up everybody? I hope you're safe and healthy and happy and doing okay. The lighting of this video is gonna be super strange because the sun keeps going into the clouds and making a really dark shot. Now it's a really light shot. We're gonna work with what we got. So I'm in week 16 right now, which is technically like the last week of training, and then next week is race week. It's kind of hard to believe this is all happening so fast. It feels like yesterday we were in week 3, but we're full speed ahead, and I can honestly say I'm feeling pretty ready for race day. I've done 2 marathons before this. I did New York in 2015 and I did Philly in 2018. And while I was eager for race day on during both of those times, those training cycles, I wasn't exactly very well prepared. And that wasn't anything to do with the plan that I was following. It had to do really with my how do I put this? My drive and my desire to really put in the time. I was a little bit lazy in training. It would kind of like skip workouts here and there, but I'm honestly glad to say I only skipped 1 workout so far during this training cycle, and they only had to cut 1 run short. Overall, during my runs, I mean, I felt tired at times, but I felt pretty solid. So with that being said, we're in a taper week this week. Pretty chill runs, and we're gonna talk about those right now. So in total for the week, I ran 33.02 miles. Tuesday, I did an easy 7-mile run. Wednesday, I did an easy 6. I did cut that a bit short because of some stomach issues, but I ended up with 6 miles. Friday, I did an easy 5. And then Sunday, I did 15 miles. It's so funny that at the beginning of your training cycle, you see these 15-mile runs or these like 14-mile, 16-mile runs, coming up in the weeks ahead, and you're like, oh my God, how am I gonna do this? But after you do the 20-miler, then you're like, oh, 15 miles? Feels like 6 miles. It's the weirdest thing. So let's chat about how I felt during these runs. On Tuesday for the 7-mile easy run, again, as I talked about last week, I really wanna do these easy day miles very easy, easier than I'm supposed to, just to make sure that I'm fresh for the long run on Sunday. So on Tuesday, I did 7 miles. Like I said, I did it at a 9:21 pace overall, at an elapsed time of 1:05:28. My heart rate was 143 average, so exactly where I want to be. Couldn't have asked for a better run, really. I felt good. And I do remember feeling like I wanted to pick up the pace a little bit, which is I guess frustrating in the moment, but it's also a good thing because that means that I do have the gas and the juice and the energy to pick it up if it was required of me to do so, which gives me hope for race day. It looks like my slowest mile from that run was 9:38, which was the first mile. And then my fastest mile looks to have been mile 4. Okay. Fine, fair enough. For that run, I did wear the Bondi X, and I pretty much wore this all during last week. So we'll talk a little bit about that later in the video, but this was the shoe of choice for that run. So on Wednesday, I was supposed to do an easier run, but at a more up-tempo pace than I did on Tuesday. It was supposed to be more miles than 6. I honestly forgot how many it was supposed to be. But I ended up getting a stomach ache during the run, and I texted with Kate while I was out there, and I was like, I don't know, I think I just gotta cut this short today. I'm not really feeling the greatest. And Kate was like, yeah, listen to your body, you're in taper anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's not a big deal whether you rack up these miles or not. So I cut it at 6 miles. I felt good about that. I felt kind of bad that I couldn't finish it, but I'm happy that I got to 6 miles. And actually I lied about having worn the Bondi X all last week. I did actually wear the Endorphin Speed for that run. Felt pretty good other than my stomach. What's the matter? To subside. Okay, I think we're done. I think she's got that all out of her system. Anyways, yeah, so I wore the Endorphin Speed for the run on Wednesday, and it felt fine other than the fact that my stomach felt like crap. The shoe did not. And yeah, another contender for race day. As you can see, I'm kind of alternating between the two. I wonder why. If I didn't mention this before, my average pace for that run was 9:12, so slightly faster than the day before, and my heart rate was 149. Friday's 5-miler was a little bit faster, 9:02 per mile average pace, a elapsed time of 45:13, and my heart rate was 148. So similar to Wednesday's heart rate. And I don't remember too much from this run. I never seem to remember too much from my Friday runs. I think it was fine. I think it went well. I did my old route, which I've been kind of incorporating a little bit this week and last week, just to switch it up a bit, not get so freaking bored by everything else that I've been doing. And yeah, I'm not too sure what shoe I wore for this run. It may have been the Bondi X, might have been. Oh no, it wasn't. It was the Speed for the full review that I did over the weekend. So I ran in the Speed again. So the fact that I said that I ran in the Bondi all week last week was a complete lie. Sorry. And of course, what everybody wants to talk about, the long run on Sunday. So I did 15 miles. I did it in 2:09:41 with an average pace of 8:38. So this was a structured workout type of run. What I ended up doing is 3.5 miles, easy to start, then 8 miles at marathon-ish pace. So like anywhere from like 8 minutes to 8:30 minutes per mile. And then 3.5 easy to end the run. This structure really worked for me and I kind of enjoyed it. It's interesting. I never thought to incorporate like a workout into my long runs in preparation for marathons. It's not something I've ever done before, but it's really nice mentally because it helps to kind of break up the run a little bit. Look who's decided to join us. Are you done barking and making a scene? Okay, good. During the run, I had my handheld water bottle, half Gatorade, half water, and I would sip it once at each mile, trying to mimic like race day where I might not have water during like the middle of a mile. And I'm also trying to take my goos like closer to the end of a mile, if that makes sense. So I'll like start taking a goo at like 6.7 miles, let's say, and then I'll sip my water to kind of wash it down at 7 miles. That way, during race day, I can kind of incorporate that as well, where I'm taking the gel closer to when I might be able to get that water. I actually ended up only having one goo on Sunday. I didn't feel like I needed anything else. I didn't really want anything else. And I wore the Endorphin Speed. So this shoe felt pretty damn good, except I do get some like fleeting heel pain in this shoe just because I know why. It's unstable. It does make that PF get a little bit angry here and there on those longer runs. So that's my only kind of hesitation with wearing this shoe, that and it might be like a little bit firm in the longer miles. I don't know what this shoe feels like past like 17 miles. So that is something to think about, and that's where the Bondi X comes in. Ooh. These are pretty much the two shoes that I am debating for race day at the moment. I am still unsure which one it will be. They both have pros and cons. This shoe has all the cushion you need for marathon day. It's stable, it has the plate. It just can feel a little bit heavy-ish. This shoe obviously has amazing foam, amazing rolling forward technology, nylon plate I love. The only gripe I have with this shoe, and it's substantially lighter than this, but the only gripe I have with this shoe is that little bit of discomfort that I feel once in a while wearing it because of its instability. So I'm torn here, honestly. I'm kind of leaning one way, but I'm not really gonna say anything yet. I promise I will let you know what the shoe ends up being before race day. I just don't know yet. I don't know. It's a tough choice. Either way, like if I decide on the Speed, I'm gonna have to get a new pair, probably because I want them to be as fresh as can be. The Bondi X, I feel like I probably will just wear the ones that I have, but we'll see. To be continued. So those are pretty much the highlights from week 15. Now I'll throw up a screen with all of my runs so you can see them for yourself. Getting real, very, very real. Oh boy. But the most important thing is that I feel ready. If I look back at all of my training, I'm confident that I've put in the work. No, I don't run 100 miles a week. I don't run 70 miles a week. I run as much as I can run as the average runner that I am. And with that, I think that I've done a pretty damn good job of getting myself to race day. And I'm confident in that. I'm confident in the plan that I was given. And I'm eager to put it to the test. Let's just say that. Well, that concludes my week 15 Chicago Marathon training recap video. If you enjoyed this video, please like it down below and subscribe. When you're done with all that, hit the notifications bell so you can find out every time I upload a new video. Which one do you think I'll end up with? Put it in the comments down below. I have another video for you on Sunday, but in the meantime, get out there, get on the grind, and don't forget to run like Keller. See you next time. Hello, is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. What's your problem? I'm singing to you. Oh, okay, fine, bye.